Making other people's lives easier. So recently I got a call from somebody who asked me to look up a date, and I was gonna just send it to my sister because it was a speech I gave way back when, and I was like, oh, forget it, I'm not gonna remember. But then I just breathed and said, hey, how can I, instead of, my sister has 2 kids and bothering her, I was like, how can I find out this information? So just by taking a step back, I was able to look up on my resume. I've been putting down all the presentations I've been giving, and voila, I found the date and sent it in to her. That way my sister didn't have to look it up, I didn't have to bother her and drive myself crazy going through all these presentations I've given in the past. I just relax. And I was just thinking also at work, there's a lot of times I just sometimes ask people for things that I can get myself. I do that with my husband as well. So my new initiative is to work on being a little more independent with that, or just making other people be mindful of how it impacts my actions. And also, is it something I can just get myself? If the cup of water is right there, I can get up and do it and get myself a glass of water or something, or do something, or even help somebody else out if they're resting in bed. One of our big things with my husband and I is turning off the lights. So now I could just turn off the lights. We don't have to argue who got in bed first and who's going to turn them off. Silly things like that. But it's actually saved me a lot of angst, and people are appreciative. In work today too, I was pretty considerate, thinking of other people's feelings. I never used to do that as much, and it's a nice thing to do. And then, don't throw anybody underneath the bus. If somebody else messed up, whatever, it's okay. It doesn't mean you have to take onus of everything, but you don't have to put somebody else down. And I've been working on that too, because I didn't want to look bad. Oh, not me. But we're human. Things happen. And today something happened at work, and we just said, you know what? Let's just figure it out. We'll get to the bottom of it. And the most important thing, we'll learn something. So we laughed about it. We have a good relationship in the office, which is great, and just wanted to share that with you. So some tools, and if you've been incorporating this, I'd love to get your feedback on how you feel about making somebody else's life easier, or just not throwing people underneath the bus, and if you've been practicing it, your experience with it. Love to hear. Okay, toodles. It's Dr. Gold with Dr. Gold's Optimal Living Institute. Live optimally. Take care, be well, and be safe.